Yeah, welcome back to another episode. Yeah,
It's the Kings of Draft.
The Kings? We be the Draft Boyz. Boys, welcome back.
Welcome. Hello.
The FPL Draft Podcast. That's us, right?
That's
Yeah.
it. That sounded like there was some echo or something at the end of it. It just kept on
It just kept going.
yeah.
That was pretty hectic.
I don't know.
As always, you're joined by Marley G, Hito, and myself, Whitey. Lads, how we doing?
We're doing good.
Yeah.
We're doing good.
I could be better.
I could be better too.
Yeah.
I mean, mine's more related to fantasy. Miles just looks a bit off.
Yeah, I just woke up. It is 8 o'clock at night, but I'm here. We're here.
He's here.
Let's
He's ready
do
to
it.
go.
I had
Look
a
at
big
him
day.
go.
I had a tactical nap this afternoon.
I like that. I guess that's commitment for the podcast.
That is commitment. You're lucky I'm here, to be honest.
honestly, yeah. I don't feel
We're
that
thankful
way.
that you're here.
I don't feel that way. But
Okay.
yeah. All right, boys. Let's get straight into it. I want to talk about points.
Yeah, sure. Maybe you should go first then.
That's right. You
Yeah.
do want to talk about
I just want to
points.
get over and done with.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Not a lot to talk about here. One of my highest scorers was Regulon on 5 points. Actually, my only high scorer, 5 points. Fuck me, that week sucked.
Ain't getting carried this week, motherfucker.
Oh, man, that was brutal. That was brutal. Oh, and James got 7. Sorry. The boy always gets points.
Yeah.
Boy's always there.
He's money.
Okay, you guys talk. I'm done talking about mine.
I'll go first. I actually had a moment just like you last week where I got 14 points from my first player of the week, and then which was Cancelo,
Oh.
and then just nothing. Ended up with 36.
Yeah.
Got a few cleanies and things like that.
It wasn't a good week for good teams.
No, that's true.
No, it definitely wasn't.
Yeah, the Speckies came through this
The
week.
Speckies were all around.
Your Fornals, your
Oh.
Smith Rose. Should we
Ooh.
say, Hito?
I'm so
Oh, mate.
burned about 4 nails. We'll get to that.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to rage with you, mate. I'm ready to
Okay,
rage with you.
good.
Well, I tied you this week, Marlo. I'm 36.
Yeah, well done.
I was fucking cooked by some idiot keeper who decided to tackle Wilson well outside his box.
McCarth.
Sanchez, mate.
Sanchez,
Minus
sorry.
one,
Yeah,
bro.
I feel like actually he might have actually made a good decision though.
What, 'cause they would have scored.
Yeah, I think so.
I'd rather him stay in front of goal and try and
Well, you
stop
would
the
because
shot.
you're his fantasy owner. But I think Brighton prefer that they died.
Oh, fucking Brighton. But yeah, my pickup of Trossard's paid off already.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Took the
I'm
that's
hand.
good.
surprised it got to you actually because you were third pick this
I
week.
was. Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing down there.
I
They're
was
just
very happy
gifting
with
you
that.
players down there.
I know they were. But yeah, not too much to shout about besides that.
Okay.
Can I just say, I've only just noticed this. Hito must be in the short chair this week, eh? Because he looks like a little guy down there. He's like, oh yeah, at his microphone.
I thought I'd be a kind host and let you guys have the 2 comfy desk chairs and I'll sit on
well,
the...
now I'm
He is
now
a
I'm a
perfect
dickhead.
chair.
Now I'm a
Yeah.
dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
he's
is our
hosting us in his house.
statistician.
That's exactly how
he
I
needs
wanted
to be
it.
down there.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what that means.
Crunchy numbers.
All right, boys, how many predictions did we get right this week? I feel like this is probably
2.
as bad as our
2 out
Oh,
of
we
10.
got cooked.
That's not our fault.
It's not.
It never
Honestly,
is our fault.
If
It's
all the teams did what they were meant to do, we'd be right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly.
They never do what they're meant to do. So one week they will, and we'll be
Yeah.
millionaires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't
Well, the one
wait.
week they do, we'll take a punt and choose something random and we'll miss out on it.
Oh, don't say that.
Hito.
I know. That's rough.
That's terrible. All right, boys.
Let's
should we
get into snacky.
I think Miles needs a snack bag.
I need something, honestly.
All right. So, as you guys know, most of you know, Snack Chat is our little segment where we rate and berate a snack that one of us brings each week. This week, it's me.
Ooh.
Let's do
Well,
it.
actually, this week, it's a bit special because
Why?
a listener reached out and brought me a snack.
No
Oh my
way.
Lord.
Not the drink. I've supplied the drink. I've paired it nicely, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's brought something.
Oh, I'm excited to see what this
I'm
is.
actually a bit confused because I thought.
What, do we have a listener?
Well, yeah, but I thought all of our listeners came from Scandinavia.
or like somewhere in the middle of
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
Okay, boys, here it is.
Oh, what is this?
We have
oh, my
Buffalo
Lord.
Blue cheese flavored curls.
Oh, Jesus.
I know.
Okay.
And look, honestly, after Miles's rating of Cheezels, I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah,
They
you-
definitely
you're
look in
gonna
the
get-
same department.
You're going to get cooked here, mate.
Look.
Did you say Jesus or cheeses?
Jesus.
Trumps. Okay.
Sweet Jesus.
And
That reminds me of that, like, David Blaine kind of parody It's like, Cheez-Its! Cheez-Its! Cheez-Its everywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think anyone saw that, but I did.
You got to see it.
Dude, this is what
nice
I've
little
been
pairing
smelling for the
because I
last
feel
10
like it's an American vibe, these ones. So I've gone for an American beer, Budweiser.
Oh, the bud.
Yeah.
So wings and buds. That's like that to me is like Super Bowl Sunday.
Mate, in prep for your holidays.
Yeah, look at that. I don't think they're twisty. Oh, they are twisties.
Yeah, I cracked them.
Oh, nice and easy.
Beautiful. All right,
Perfect.
boys. Cheers.
Cheers, eh?
Cheers.
I've had a... Oh, yeah.
Oh, I really feel like a beer.
Fuck COVID. I tried one of those Cheezel things. They're not too bad. But I do prefer a Cheezel. So,
Whoa.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So,
Do you remember what you gave a Cheezel?
I don't know,
get a
but
really low rating then.
I haven't tried it yet.
I'll just give you like a 6.
A 6.
Solid 6.
Sorry, Andrew. Look, there's nothing we
sorry,
can do
Andy.
about Miles. I mean, I know you've been listening, so you're aware of what he's like.
Ooh, they got a little something.
Little bite.
Little bite.
I like them. They're tangy.
I think I'll give this a 6.8. The snack,
Ooh.
the food.
The more I eat, the more I like. Ooh.
And the bud I'll give a 7.2.
Oh, wow. That is a high. But it is a pretty drinkable beer.
Yeah, I like this.
I'll go 9 for a bite. I haven't had one in ages, and I'm loving it, actually.
Honestly, I think it's the best medicine for you right now.
Yeah, no, I first drink, and I'm actually feeling really perky.
You look at It's the best you've looked all night.
Yeah.
Probably all day.
Yeah, honestly. 9 a.m. drinking. Don't
Okay,
recommend
not
it.
bad, not bad. All right, guys, let's get into the pod.
Let's do it.
Okay, so first up, we've got Leicester versus Chelsea. That's our Saturday night event here. That's the Australian timing, not the rest of the world. Sorry, boys. Now, Leicester drew 1-1 with Leeds.
They did.
A bit of a disappointing result for them there, and we got another 1-1 draw on the other side. Chelsea, Burnley. I told you I was worried.
Nice.
I know. I'm not happy with you for
Dude,
that.
fuck that.
You know what?
I don't
like
have
things-
control over that.
But once you
don't.
put it out in the atmosphere,
No.
I don't like
Dude,
it.
there's plenty of other people putting the opposite vibes.
No. But when you're around me, no.
No. Yeah, look, I'm disappointed. But let's talk about Leicester.
Yeah. So Barnes owners are going to be happy.
Jesus. Who isn't happy? I'm surprised Tito isn't coming out with a little bit of his goal of the season.
Look, I don't know where my phone is, but goal of the season.
Dude, that was such a sex goal.
That was ridiculous.
It was hit with such confidence as well. Like, it was just such a deliberate looking goal.
Yeah.
And to believe in yourself that you can score that.
Yeah. That was a saying
It's
like,
ridiculous.
don't leave me out of the team, bitch. To Rogers.
Seriously. Yeah.
It's the one where everything just goes right. Like, you see that often just they mess that up and it'll go flying over the bar or they won't quite get the whip on it.
Yeah.
But just everything about it looked perfect.
It really
lovely.
did. Yeah. So I
was
guess
so
from a
nice.
fantasy perspective, what are we talking here? Barnes owners are going to be happy.
A Barnes goal, I mean, yeah, I think that's enough to jump on him at this point. Like, in any league, really. Most people have a fifth midfielder
Yeah.
that they can swing. Like, if he isn't already in a team, I would snap him up based on just one good goal.
If you owned him, would you be leveraging sell high? Or not sell high,
I don't
but,
think you've got it just
sell
yet.
a bit of interest.
And how are their fixtures? We should be kind of having a look at that because Leicester still haven't been banging in the goals that they previously had.
Well, they're playing Chelsea.
Yeah, but what happens after that?
Yeah, then Watford,
Yeah.
Southampton, Villa, Newcastle.
Not too bad, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, after this game. So maybe I'm actually thinking about holding some Leicester assets for this little run that they'll go on after this game.
I would say, though, that they're letting in goals nearly every game week.
Yeah.
And all those teams, I know we're not talking about them, but all those teams that we wouldn't expect to score, I would be considering them their
Yeah.
attacking assets at least against Leicester because they just have been letting goals in. I mean, it's not huge goals, but still Leeds as one of the worst performing teams this season, and they've managed a goal against them.
Yeah, they have. They really have.
But yeah, that disallowed Lookman goal looked that was a bit brutal.
Yeah, it was tough.
But that was what they needed for the win there. But I don't know what else with Leicester. Are you guys vibing anything
I thought
else?
Tielemans looked quite lively this game.
You guys have said that every week. You're like saying that like we're surprised that Tielemans was lively.
I still
He's
am.
like, I think Tielemans was lively.
Dude,
This game. Like, dude, you've been saying that before.
He does like
I'm more surprised that he's in my team.
Oh, dude. Yeah, dude, I'm surprised he's a pickup. But he is. I'm just surprised he is.
Yeah. He hasn't in the last few years he hasn't had that form, but he has started to show it. So can he continue it? I'm not sure.
And there's a juicy through ball from him too on a few occasions. So
Pogba-esque?
yeah, he scored 2 goals back to back in week 8 and 9. So now he's blanked 2 weeks. But as you say, with that run of fixtures, I think he went off injured in international duty.
Yeah. Did he?
So he might miss the Chelsea game, but that's okay because I think that's a harder fixture. I would like him for that run of 4 or 5 good games. So
Okay,
I think it's worth holding for that time frame.
Sorry.
I get that.
Sorry to cut you off.
Okay.
That's all right.
Fine.
Chelsea.
Yeah, so Chelsea drew 1-1 with Burnley, as you predicted, unfortunately.
Did I actually predict?
No, you just said that they might do us over.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to put it in a prediction, but yeah. But Ross Barkley got a start, scoring over all Ziyech owners.
Yeah.
Me included.
Yeah, and then Pulisic actually came on
Yeah.
later.
And, I mean, we did talk about him, I think, last week, saying that he was looking fit.
He's back,
Someone in
yeah.
our league grabbed him and already rewarded with some minutes. So, you know, he clearly factors in, and Tuchel loves rotation.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of picking the player that's going to be the flavour.
And no one's been amazing in that position.
No, I agree.
Yep.
And he does have the directness that could, you know, provide.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
what
this
Tuchel
week,
wants.
boys, they were quite direct because there were 3 of the 5 top players who created chances this week were from Chelsea.
Who were they?
So Hudson, Barkley, and James,
Yeah.
all with 5 chances created each.
Barkley's finishing wasn't amazing, but he did look very good.
He did.
It's one of the few times that when Barkley comes into the team over the last, since we've ever had him, like a couple of years, that I've actually gone, oh, wow, Barkley looks good.
Yeah, but it's just a Band-Aid fix for Tuchel, isn't it? I really don't see him getting the minutes.
I don't either from a fantasy perspective, no. I think that he will be very much a bit part player. But I'll give him credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
And I think if you're looking at a situation again like this with Chelsea and you're trying to think of a player that might start, he's definitely in consideration.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of missed opportunities in this
Yeah.
game, as you were saying.
What about Hudson? Do you think
Hudson-Odoi.
he's a strong asset right now? I thought he looked really good.
Yeah, he does. He does. He doesn't look like an amazing goal threat a lot of the time. He doesn't seem as like direct as a Pulisic.
Yeah.
But he does get in at the far post, and yeah, when you've got like fucking Chile and Reece James firing balls across the box, like those like far post runs, you know, seem to, you know, come to fruition.
Yeah, I had him for when we played Norwich, and I actually held it on to him for the next week because obviously that 12-pointer haul. But it was always just a quick pickup for that Norwich fixture because of all the injuries. And I just think that now that Pulisic is back, Mount should be coming back. I know that he didn't start this one. I just don't really see him getting all the minutes that he, you know, should.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think the other thing worth just saying, Reece James, excellent again. Scoring the goal, honestly looked like a goal threat the whole game. You know when you can just see a player is just fucking full of confidence?
Yeah.
That's exactly what he looks like right now. And this result means nothing for him.
100%.
I mean, he's still got an assist, and a beautiful assist at that. Like that ball in was straight on Havertz's head.
Oh, that was perfect.
Like it was like, that was like watching your fucking boys. The
yeah,
Liverpool
that was
boys.
Trent.
Yeah,
Yes.
Trent-esque, which I'm looking forward to talking about his goal later.
Yeah, and then I think the final thing to mention about Chelsea is Alonso's injured. I'm still not sure on a return date, but just for that Chilwell-Alonso battle, looks like Chilwell for, you know, the next few weeks at least.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's get a prediction here.
All right, I'm going Chelsea.
I'm going Chelsea.
Me too.
Leicester don't look good enough. They haven't really tickled my...
No,
Testes.
agree. Their defense isn't strong enough.
Okay, Aston Villa versus Brighton.
Yeah.
So, Aston Villa lost to Southampton, resulting in a sacking, which we saw a few of this week. And Brighton drew 1-1 against Newcastle. Real exciting stuff here. Real week for draws. But Southampton, they did Aston Villa over.
Yeah, they did. So obviously Dean Smith got sacked, and they've replaced him with Liverpool legend Steven Gerrard.
They have.
Yeah. How do you feel about this one, Hito?
I think it's really good for both sides, for himself in terms of taking on more of a challenge, but also he's got a really good foundation in terms of the team. Good squad.
And they're spending money too.
Yeah, spending money, not a relegation battle. Really good fan base, good stadium, everything. And from their side, they're getting a progressive new coach who has proven he can succeed. He's not just a
Good footballer.
Yeah, good footballer, obviously, as well.
I feel like he was trying to take a shot at Lamps there.
Maybe.
You could see it in his eyes. Yeah, go on.
You know, but yeah, I think it's good. It'll be interesting to see how he goes with that next level of competition.
It will be. And I think it's exactly what Aston Villa needs because, you know, we have seen in the past that they've actually got a really, really good, team. You know, they've got great starters. Their defense can be amazing and they've got some good attackers.
Yeah.
Some proven goal scorers too.
Exactly.
Like Danny Ings, I mean, on no return day right now. But
Ollie Watkins as well, you know, had really good championship runs. He did well last year in the Prem. And I think it's, you know, I think it is a level harsh because Dean Smith was only 5 games on the, he didn't wasn't given much time to really turn it around.
Yeah.
But at the same time, then we saw how shit they were last year without Grealish.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
he didn't have answers when they didn't have Grealish. So I think there's more than just these 5 games.
I read a really interesting article about this of the players that might actually thrive under Stevie G. And one of the names that kept on coming up with was Buendia. And I think that, you know, Steven Gerrard might be able to get that next step out of him.
I think that's who they need because he's really filling the hole that Grealish left. And if they're going to get that kind of creativity through their midfield, you know, that's going to be key. But we've also seen that their defence hasn't been amazing either.
But it can be.
And it can be.
Yeah.
And look, Emmy had a good game. Like, he made some really good saves in this game.
He did, yeah.
But yeah, and just quickly before we move on Danny Ings, I can't see any update in the last week or so when we gave the last update about him, you know, not really knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
Something with his hamstring. It wasn't meant to be long, but it is long.
The boy's made out of glass, so.
I know.
Yeah.
I think I'm out. I'm just for anyone out there, I'm an Ings owner and I'm at the point of I'm going to make some moves now.
Yeah, you probably should.
It's a bit late now because so many good strikers have come and gone.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks where this has landed.
Yeah.
Because I kind of wrote out his bad fixtures. I was just like, I'm just going to write Ingsy's bad fixtures because he is who he is.
Yeah.
And then he gets fucking injured and it's just like, well, fuck.
And
it's
you missed out
Antonio
on a
again.
couple of people. Yeah. It's all right. There's still people out there and you've probably got a strong enough midfield to carry you through, so you probably won't be playing them.
Yeah, true. Okay, let's talk. Brighton.
Let's do it.
Not their best game.
Yeah, probably not their best. But the most interesting part is Trossard. There was a lot of talk pre-game that you know, his XG against, what was it?
Against Liverpool recently, or
against teams.
just in generally.
Yeah, it's been quite high, and you know, he's come through. It's obviously come from a penalty, but he looks like a really, really good pickup.
I mean, we've been shouting him out for a couple of weeks, and this is finally one of those times where there's a bit of form continuing on.
Yeah,
We've seen this from Trossard before. We're like, oh man, he looks so good. He's just not converting. Granted, it was from a penalty this week, but still, that means he's on pens, which is just another good reason to pick him up.
that's true.
And also this week he had 5 shots, 3 of them on target.
That's pretty good.
So that's the most for all players this game week as well.
Love that stat.
Yeah, that's a good
Nice,
stat.
mate.
Right.
Well, it's also against Newcastle, so it's
Yeah,
a
and
little bit of...
more pay owners will be pretty scared about those stats, I reckon, because it's another
so
week
too.
where he hasn't played.
Yep. And he's,
he did have
proved that ability to kind of fill that almost false nine
False
or
nine-ish, yeah.
second striker role he's playing at the moment.
You can't deny it. Tross is a pick.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and one last thing. Oh, well, you already talked about it. Sanchez. Oh,
Yeah, it was rough.
right thing for the team. Terrible for fantasy owners.
That was really rough.
And Dunk. Was it Dunk finishing in goal or Duffy? I think it was Dunk.
Dunk, I think, was
Finished the game in goal, which he looked good. The man looked good.
And just finally, before we move on with Brighton, their fixtures are still okay. They've got Villa, Leeds, West Ham, which is obviously tricky. Southampton, it's okay. Southampton have been pretty good.
They're not sounding great to me, personally.
And then Tottenham. So,
Yeah.
And by that stage, Tottenham might be firing. Who knows? Yeah, I'd stick with them for a little longer.
yes, definitely.
Okay, let's get a prediction for this one. Hard to
Stevie G.
deny that Brighton will probably be okay in this one.
I'm going to go draw on this one, guys.
I'm going to go Brighton.
I just want to back Stevie.
Oh, fuck off.
It's swaying me now. I think he'll need more time, though. I think Brighton.
Yeah, me too. Brighton are
Yeah.
established.
I think Stevie will need a little bit longer with them.
Okay, Brighton win. Okay, Burnley versus Crystal Palace. Burnley drew 1-1 with Chelsea, as we know, and Palace beat Wolves 2-0. Burnley played pretty well this game.
They really did. I mean, they held off.
I think they got very lucky.
Yeah, Pope.
Like, there was so many headed chances and stuff like that, and yeah, Pope had a fucking awesome game.
It felt like Chelsea had a lot of chances, but none of them where you were screaming, like, how did that not go in? Or
There was a Rudiger miss. There was a Christensen miss. Like, they were off corners. There was some pretty glaring heading, like not even on target kind of thing, where you're going, oh, that could have been a goal.
Yeah.
Like, that was a good opportunity. So,
combine that with some good saves.
And also, like, I think Barkley probably had some chances that weren't, perfectly executed. So, just not the best game for Chelsea, but a draw. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, the buds. The buds are coming back.
The buds. It's just, it's really just Pope. He's the boy.
Yeah.
And Vidra poked one in. Full credit to J-Rod for heading it back across goal.
I thought the ball over the top was
that
really
was
good.
nice.
It caught you guys out.
That was
trying to play the offside trap.
Was that Westwood who did that?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I played that in.
Was very nice. Now let's talk about Palace. Fucking Palace.
Yeah. Gallagher.
The Vieira effect.
Gallagher is an unreal footballer, and I'm very excited to see what he's going to do for the rest of the season. And obviously, after that, when he comes back to Chelsea. But they're trying to buy him at the moment. I don't think Chelsea will sell. But Zaha and Gallagher look like they are starting a really good partnership going.
Yeah, definitely. You can't deny that at all. But I think when you look at it, MacArthur was the boy that slipped that one through for Zaha for the goal.
Yeah, he really did.
That was nice. And Zaha's always going to finish that.
For sure. And defensively, this is the second game week in a row I think they've had a clean sheet, and the last one was against City. It looks like Vieira's got something going.
Well, yeah, I think Gallagher basically gives them another attacking threat and someone who drives up the middle of the pitch. Whereas, like in seasons past, it was always just Zaha on his own, fucking doing it by himself. And, they basically would just get a ball to him, he'd do something, and they kind of get a result based off that. Now their defense isn't as much under pressure because they've actually got an attacking threat. So I think we're just kind of seeing the benefit of that and some fresh new blood.
Yeah.
And I think what's interesting about Gallagher too, he's not only driving in the middle, but he's also producing crosses too. So he was successful with 4 out of his 5 crosses in this game. So he's not just limited to the central drive.
What are their fixtures like? Because this really, really interests me, Palace, at the moment.
Well, they start with Burnley.
It's pretty good actually. Burnley, Villa, Leeds, United, then Everton.
That's awesome. That's because everyone wants to play United at the moment.
And dude, the run of
and
form
Everton
they
are
got.
not the Everton of earlier this season either.
So we did shout out their defense last week as well, just for like options as for clean sheets, and it's looking like that could be an option for now as well. So I was just bringing it up now, but I was very, very impressed.
Back-to-back clean sheets.
Yeah,
2 weeks in a row.
That's
Are you thinking Koyate? Is that who you trying to...
Miles is dominating this stat chat, hey?
No, I'm just...
He's really on it.
He's got some gold. He's just seeking the gold.
All right.
He's got the nugget buried away.
I'm going to let him off his leash here at the moment. Let the dog play at the park. All right, let's get a prediction here. Burnley versus Palace.
Palace.
Yeah, I'll go Palace.
Burnley won't give it up easy, though.
All day. No, they won't
give it up easy.
They won't, but Palace are looking good.
Okay. Newcastle versus Brentford. Now, Newcastle drew 1-1 against Brighton, as we know, and Brentford lost to Norwich. Fuck.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Really surprised me, that one.
Yeah, I'm very surprised by that. But let's talk about Newcastle. A lot of excitement going on around there. including a new manager.
Yeah, Eddie Howe has taken over.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I think, like, Eddie Howe was, he's pretty highly regarded at Bournemouth, and they went down, but you can say that they didn't exactly get to invest a lot of money in ways that he might like, and it'd be interesting to see what he can do with potentially the powers that he may have.
I feel like the part that's going to be interesting to play out, which, to be honest, I don't know too much about how it all played out, but the recruitment at Bournemouth wasn't amazing in the last little while. Like, I think they gave Liverpool just some free money because they wanted to for Solanke, Ibe.
Yeah,
they didn't do the best recruitment, but I don't know how much he was involved in that, to be honest. So
I'm sure not very.
I don't even think he's going to be too involved here. I think that they're going to bring in a buying agent and stuff like that.
But football director to really drive a lot of that.
And you know what? At the end of the day, like, if he's got the tools in front of him, he's probably going to put something together.
Well, he's got some tools he's very familiar with in Wilson, Fraser, Richie.
Shit.
Some boys he knows. So.
Wow, that's pretty good. And I've heard he's already taken them out for a dinner, a bonding dinner, because he wants more cohesion within the squad.
Or he's just like, you're my faves. You're going to get special treatment.
I feel like
I'm going to fuck shit up.
I feel like he's not the guy to kind of like a Saint-Maximin, though. Someone who, he just looks so flashy. He looks like he wouldn't take well to, direction.
Possibly not, but, we don't know.
I don't know. Bournemouth played quite lively football when they were flying. So he might like that kind of creative spark, but it depends on how much he, requires of them outside of that.
Okay. All right, let's talk about Isaac Hayden, scoring the volley, which we will just throw in there. Not that that's really going to set anyone's
it was very
fantasy.
Much, I had this thought because when I saw him pop up with a goal, I was like, I swear this dude just pops up every now and again. And I was surprised it was his first goal of the season. I must have been
an assist
I
early
must have
on.
been thinking of last year because I just feel like he pops up every now and again, but he was well overperforming his XG as well. So
I'm not surprised. Not surprised with those stats. All right, let's talk Brentford. Not much to say here about disappointment. I'm sure there are plenty of Brentford owners out there, or the people that pushed, because they had great fixtures, but Norwich would have been looking very spicy to them.
Yeah, I'm a Brentford owner and I really want to drop. Like, I've got Mbembo, but I just need to hold him because of these fixtures.
Mbembo. No B.
Mbembo.
No, there's a B at the beginning, not one at the end.
Mbembo.
Yep, that's it. You nailed it. But yeah, that's four straight losses for Brentford, and it's not great. But I don't know. I'm going to keep holding on to Tony. I'm just like attached now. I'm like, at some point, the boy's going to come.
It's concerning when we see this run of fixtures and you think, booyah.
Yeah.
But then you see the Norwich one and that doesn't go to plan.
It does not.
Concerning. They still have, as we said, Newcastle, Everton, Tottenham, Leeds, Watford. But the more games that we eat into this run and we don't see form, you're then suddenly holding a player for two fixtures, maybe, by the end of it, that has no forms points-wise.
Yeah, and then who are you going to miss out on?
And that's when it gets concerning.
Yeah.
Okay, let's predict this. Ooh, baby.
I'm going draw.
Yeah, I'm going draw.
I'll take draw.
I want Brentford to win,
Yeah.
Me too.
but I'm going to draw. Okay, Norwich versus Southampton, as we just said, 2-1 win for them against Brentford.
Ooh,
wow, Normie. And
Now talk about over indexing on your XG.
Yeah.
Fucking 0.06.
was Norman's XG.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
He
boys.
scored a goal. Amazing.
Now Southampton 1-0 against Villa.
Sorry, I was just so excited.
I know.
to just tell
Look,
you that stat.
sorry,
I had to jump in.
It's okay. We're not that rigid about our, formation. I just had to get.
I'll
the
get a
result
slap
out.
on the wrist later on. Okay.
Yeah, later. Okay, 2-1 Norwich. Norman with a nice finish, near post, outside the box. Just kind of fell to him, but
Our boy
scored it well. He's the shining light.
He is.
Norwich.
He is not just on his head with that golden hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he does look lively. And then Pookie, what with the pen?
Yeah, and there was a nice pass from Norman again to kind of create that opportunity for Pookie. resulting
because
in
he
a
got
pen.
knocked. He got taken out, didn't he? Pookie, I think.
Pookie did, but
And he took his own pen.
Norman's ball, so
Yeah.
it was it's nice. He's clearly pulling the strings there.
He's like the Messi of the Midlands, eh? You know?
100%.
Yeah. How would Messi look in yellow?
Oh, imagine that.
Well, we've seen it. Barca have a yellow.
But not a canary yellow.
No, you're right. You're right. Sorry, I apologise.
And Pookie with a goal as well, boys.
Yeah, Pooks. He got a pen. That's how he
Yeah.
scores these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pookie pen.
Pookie pen.
Pookie
I think
pen.
the other shout out as well is Rashika,
Yeah.
who we also spoke about early in the season or pre-season. Hasn't really lived up to the hype, but 3 shots on target this game.
Decent.
I thought he looked lively. I mean, outside of those shots, I mean, he did look good.
Yeah.
Last thing, Dean Smith found a new job
Straight away.
at Norwich. I'm not sure that's the job I would have taken, but good luck to
I
him.
thought I saw somewhere that he wouldn't be able to take it that quickly.
Why?
I don't know. Gardening leave basically was the term thrown out there. So quickly.
Garden leave?
Gardening leave.
Gardening.
So it's when you go to a competitor. So if say a big CEO gets fired, he can't go work in the same industry
he's
for a
gotta
certain
do
amount of
some
months
gardening.
or a year. Gardening leave.
Because the
Basically
CEO, he's
Yeah.
got to be
Yeah,
garden.
he's gotta
He's got to
garden.
catch up.
Yeah, he's got to pay his gardener.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if I'm correct, but I think that Dean Smith managed at Norwich before. I think he's been a previous manager, so it's him
okay.
coming home. So that could be
Okay.
interesting.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure.
Just okay.
Their run's okay.
Someone
the next
better
few
Google
games
it.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Southampton,
Let's talk
Wolves,
about
Newcastle.
Southampton.
Yeah.
Southampton.
Yeah.
Adam Armstrong.
What a cracker.
What a screamer on the bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed there. And Stewie Armstrong back.
Yes.
He was on too. So we got both of the Armstrongs out there. That can only mean good things.
Yep.
But yeah, really, it was a solid game from them. They just seem to be focusing on kind of like clean sheets and yeah, they seem to have low scoring results. But yeah, they're definitely notching them together. And I think their defense is really the one to shout out.
For sure. I'm actually a bit filthy on the Armstrong one because I was going to pick him up and I went Wood just to leave him on my bench for the Chelsea fixture just for after that. Because, with Cornet and Wood, they looked really good the game before. And I thought it's probably better to pick up Wood long term, but obviously not for this one.
Devastating.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think let's get a prediction.
Yeah.
That's hard to say that
Southampton.
won't win that.
I have to go with Southampton, boys.
Also, you're fucking stupid if you don't pick up a Southampton defender.
Yeah,
this
you
week.
are. You're fucking stupid.
You're fucking
you heard it here
stupid.
first. Hito, you're fucking stupid.
You're fucking stupid.
Throw out some names. Give us some names.
You're welcome. Well, Livramento would already be taken. He's killing it at the moment. But Benderak is a good shout out. He's been playing and getting a few bonus points lately. But anyone in their defense basically are playing one of the back four keeper if free.
Salisu, maybe.
Yep.
I think, he's really impressed me as well.
Yep, definitely. Get on board.
Okay, let's talk about Watford United. Did we predicted? Yeah, we did predict that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Watford versus United.
I was just thinking for a second their name was Watford United. Because when you said, because I didn't think about the fixture.
There's only one United.
Are they Watford FC? Is that what
Watford FC. I don't know.
West Ham?
No, Watford.
Yeah, they're only one United, though. We're talking about West
yeah,
Ham.
but there's only one we
Yeah.
talk about, though,
Yeah.
that call
Yeah.
them United.
Yeah.
Okay, now Arsenal won 1-0 against Watford. Would have expected maybe more goals, or it's Arsenal at the end of the day. And then United lost 2-0 to City, the Manchester derby.
Yes.
Okay.
I actually thought defensively Watford actually put on a pretty decent performance. That goal from Smith Rowe was, just the run of play, and I think he's just got that red hot form at the moment.
Fuck COVID.
He doesn't need much to
He doesn't.
score.
Just give him a glimpse.
0.10 XG that game,
Yeah.
which is pretty poor,
Look at you with your fucking XG.
mate.
I love it.
I've just leveled up my stats.
Okay.
I've leveled them.
I
up.
don't know what happened this week.
But look, besides from that, Watford have terrible fixtures, and we're just not recommending anyone at the moment.
Oh my god, how horrendous was that Danny Rose challenge,
Dude, he
for the
looks
pen?
so unfit.
He's so out of it, man.
He doesn't look good.
He,
So bad.
Doesn't look good.
dude, how did he ever play
I
for
don't know,
Tottenham?
but he's chilling, man. He's
Oh,
eating
dude.
way too many burritos at the moment.
Good on him. Enjoy a burrito. All right. Now let's. Oh, I mean, Foster was great. Just quickly.
Yeah.
Foster was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He saved the pen, but
Wasn't a great pen
There's
either.
some points there. Yeah, well, we'll get to that. Okay, let's talk United. Won't take long.
yeah.
Own goal from Eric Bailly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was unlucky, man.
That was off the Cancelo cross. De Gea making so many good saves. But
Yeah.
what is classic of De Gea, there was a mistake that was on him. And I mean, look, there was some other mistakes leading up to that. But at the end of the day, he probably should have saved that. And
Yeah, it's weird though. It's such a weird goal.
it was weird. I was like, no one thought it was in.
No.
The only person that ran away was like Bilva.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what? It's in?
Yeah. I was just like a jaw wide open, like next to my missus, being like, what just happened?
I don't know. I didn't get it.
No idea.
I was incredibly surprised because I woke up and saw, because I had Bilva, saw the goal. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I was watching the game, and I was just, it took me a while to register, oh, that was his goal
Yeah.
for that game. I was like, okay, no, that mustn't have been the chance. Oh, wait. Oh, that was the goal.
That was the goal.
Okay, interesting.
But yeah, Man United looked completely out of their depth this game.
Yeah.
City looked like City, so that makes sense. Their first corner of the game was in the 95th minute, which says a lot. I think you'd be pretty worried here. I mean,
Can I tell you two great stats which sum up
Talk to me.
City's dominance this game? So these are the top 5 players in these categories. Touches in opposition half, passes. Each category has 4 City players of the 5
shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
for the whole game week.
Out of all teams, you mean?
All teams.
Shit.
Yeah,
I mean, it's pretty
huge.
It's pretty shit.
Yeah. And look, their fixtures do switch after this, I think. I think they've got
United,
this one, then Chelsea, and then it goes really good for like 3
Arsenal,
months.
Palace, Norwich.
I'd be. Well, see, even that
Yes.
doesn't look that good now.
Palace, Arsenal's not that great at the moment,
No, but after that, it gets good.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, then they got Norwich and Brentford, Brighton, Newcastle, Burnley, Wolves. Yeah, it gets
Yeah.
really good.
Okay, so maybe sit on those United players. I mean, at the end of the day,
They'll still score eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as if Ronnie actually got the red card that he should have for the last 2 weeks, then maybe they could start playing the formation how they're supposed to play it. Without Ronnie, because Ronnie has ruined their team.
Could you imagine if they played without him and they're just killing it and they just couldn't put him back in?
Oh my God.
It'd be hilarious.
that would be terrific. Okay, well, I can't believe that he finds that funny, being a Ronaldo.
I just find it funny. As a Liverpool fan, United pain
look,
is bigger.
Sometimes it trumps being a fan than a fantasy player.
Yeah.
Okay, United will win this though.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes, they will.
And they typically lose one, win one. So this is the one.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd be expecting some action from Ronaldo, and I think Rashford has to play.
Yeah, me too.
So
Rashy boy. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
getting involved.
seeing some Rashy points. Okay, Wolves versus West Ham. God, Wolves are in trouble. Wolves lost 2-0 against Palace, and West Ham won 3-2 against Liverpool.
Rough.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I love that.
That was a
shit.
great game though.
Oh, wait. Let's just quickly talk about Wolves. I have nothing to say about Wolves. Let's talk about West Ham United.
Yeah.
FC.
Not FC. Blowing bubbles.
Yep. So Zuma Fornals get the goals. Bowen with 2 assists and Fornals with an assist. So he's cleaned up. Obviously, there was it was an own goal by Allison in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was looking shit that game.
Yeah, he had a shocker, but also West Ham had Liverpool's number.
They really did.
They got through to half time and they just held on to it and kept going. They were so strong. They were awesome. I was really impressed with them and I was scared.
Like, I was chewing and Miles was vaping and Hito just had to keep talking. He looked to us to say something and we're like,
I just wanted to hear what he was getting to and what he said.
It's because when I look
He
at
was
one of you, I
scared.
can't see the other one because
Yeah, true.
I'm sitting in the middle. So I just look back with hope to the other side.
yeah. And then he was
And
just like full vapes.
It's like a tennis match. I'm just like,
Your neck must be fucking built by now.
it's loose.
So Bowen's form, we've got to talk about that because I'm pretty sure it's like 5 or 6 game weeks that he's got attacking returns.
It's amazing. It's finally happened.
Yeah.
I mean, we did talk about him a lot last season and, early this season because he was that player that just never quite turned over any points. Like he was never really that excited of a player for the back end of that season. And I kind of expected that to continue, and it kind of did beginning of this one. But then now he's fucking ticking over, and Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's really puppet mastering at the moment.
It's the confidence thing, though. It's crazy. He, like, you know, I was talking about Reece James earlier, but like Bowen, that fucking run all the way through the middle of Liverpool to then slip the ball through for Fornals.
Yeah.
I mean, that was beautiful. I mean, Fornals finished it exactly how I expected him to finish it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Duffy.
Just like, kind of got it past him. Just not that good.
Mate, his stats are insane at the moment. I think it's 6 out of the last 7 games he's gotten a goal or an assist.
It's nuts, isn't
It's
it?
fucked.
Yeah.
6 assists basically in that last.
Talk
run
about
of
his
fixtures.
BPS.
Yeah, his BPS. He hasn't actually returned too many BPS. Only 3 in those games.
That's surprising.
He got chipped in this game week.
yeah.
Yeah,
He only
1.
got 1.
Yeah.
I thought he was excellent. I guess Alexander-Arnold was pretty good.
Yeah, bit chipped in that sense, but just generally in your team ticking along with like 5-pointers, 6, 7.
That's what you want from your fourth mid, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, one last shout out before we move on. Zoomer. Man, the boy was scoring when he was playing at Chelsea, and he seems to be doing the same again. West Ham looked dominant on crosses. Like every time, I was like, they're going to score.
They're so tall, man.
I know, they're big.
They're
and
insane.
Zooms is just like the boy.
He's so
Yeah.
up for it.
But
He actually looks so disappointed when he doesn't score from a corner.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
he's like, why didn't I score?
It should have gone in.
Yeah.
Like, I paid the devil a certain amount of money in blood. So whenever I head the ball, it goes in the net.
Yeah.
So what the fuck's going on?
Boys, I was fucking raging to see our whipping boy Fornals score against us. We love rinsing Fornals on this pod.
Yeah.
And the
I was
way he scored,
raged.
it wasn't even
God.
that good.
No.
It was like straight.
I was,
it was pretty much
dude,
straight
I
at
literally
the
turned
keeper.
off the game when he scored.
Did you?
Yeah, it went 3-1. I was like, fuck this.
Oh, really? I've never turned off a game.
I was raging, dude.
Oh, my God.
I was so frustrated.
I wish I could have seen your face.
The whole game was just so frustrating because
Yeah.
they had our number and I couldn't watch it.
They really did.
Okay, let's get a prediction here. I don't think this will be hard. West Ham.
I'll go West Ham.
Yeah, West Ham.
Okay, let's talk about Liverpool versus Arsenal. Liverpool, as we just spoke about, lost 3-2 to Miles and my pleasure and Hito's dismay. And then Arsenal won 1-0 against Watford. Starts for Jota and Ox in the Liverpool game, worth saying. They went for a bit of a change-up this week.
Mixing it up a little bit. We've got a lot of injuries.
Yeah, so who are the big ones?
So apparently overnight Henderson's pulled out of international duty, which is massive. Mane came off injured.
I heard that as well.
So there's a few injuries floating around, which is really rough.
But do you know what that means? Opportunities for fantasy football.
We don't see problems. We see opportunity.
We see opportunities, mate. And we see
I just see
Arsenal.
more problems.
Yeah, well, you're a Liverpool fan. So as a Liverpool fan, who steps in for Mane? And with Jota starting?
Well, it's going to be Jota, Bobby and Salah up front.
Oh, yeah, that makes
What
sense.
about
And then-
Origi? You reckon he gets a shout?
I don't think he gets a
Dude,
start.
that was his first goal in a long time.
He won't get a start.
I don't remember what
No
they
matter
said,
how
but it
good he
was like-
plays, he won't.
You never know, though. Klopp's been...
You never know. He might rotate just for... But this fixture, he won't.
What
Arsenal.
about a dynamic sub?
Yeah, no.
No?
Klopp doesn't really like subs, to be honest. He's not like... Unless
He
it's
doesn't
Jota.
like subs?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
When you watch him, like he brings players on for the last like 4 minutes. Like he sticks with his 11 knowing that they will bring it home. Unless he's got Jota on the bench. That's like the exception to the rule.
I'm not going
I
to
don't
argue
like
with
subs. I don't like a sub as a fantasy option for
But,
Liverpool unless
okay.
Jota is your player.
I kind of believe him there.
you. But what about with injuries and stuff?
I'm not sure, man. Maybe, but I wouldn't be.
You were very sure a second ago.
Well, I wouldn't be picking him up.
Okay.
I'll say
you know
that.
what? I might pick him up
Okay.
to
Just
spite
do it,
to
man.
spite you.
Okay.
Okay, I love this. We'll be revisiting this next week. But it was a nice goal from him. Mane with a huge miss at the end of the game. It's more of that kind of thing you were talking about, where if it's a hard goal and he doesn't have to think about it, he scores. And whenever he has like an easy opportunity and
And a
he
bit of
gets time to
time
think
to-
about it,
Yeah.
He fucks it up.
Look, I know my shit.
You know something. You know a lot of stuff about shit players. Oh no, that was a bit harsh. Sorry, Liverpool fans. Mane's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Rough.
Okay.
Fuck, Bobby's out too.
let's talk
Jesus,
about-
okay. That I just saw that.
Origi. I was saying. I
Oh,
was
now
saying.
hang on.
Mate.
Let's revisit Origi.
Or
Yeah.
Minamino potentially.
Or Mini.
I think he likes him
Come
more
on,
than
mate. Look at Origi.
he will play him false nine probably.
I'm picking up Origi
Or
this
Ox.
week.
Okay.
I'm doing it.
I'm picking up Mini Mina.
Clip that
Mini.
shit.
Mini Mino.
Minnie Mouse. Let's do it.
It's a mini me.
Let's talk about Arsenal.
Okay.
Another win.
Yeah,
for
it
the
is.
boys.
That like just playing well. I mean, it seems
they
to be stringing
just
together.
scraped through a little bit though. This
They
game.
did. I mean, you could blame that all on Aubameyang.
Yes, true.
It wasn't really the rest of the team's fault.
Yeah, he also was offside for that. Stole a
Dude,
goal
what
off
the fuck
Odegaard.
was he thinking? He's like, I'll just tap this in and ruin it for everyone. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, I really wish that I had this on like hand right now, but the day after like all of these games, I got the best voice message from Bobby because we just do voice chats most of the time.
Yeah.
And he sends me this
cute.
thing and he's just like literally just raging. He's just like, you know, I've got Allison. He's like letting in goals. Got -1 for him. And then Aubameyang. I can't have players like this in my team. I've just been rising up the table from last, up to fourth. And I just can't have this in my team. I'm not. It was just such a good rant.
love it.
It was so good.
I love the passion.
Yeah.
We'll never. I mean, we need Bob's back on the pod.
Yeah.
I'll be gone soon. I'm not going on a little holiday, and you guys got to get Bobby on.
Yeah, he's coming on.
We'll get him on.
Yeah.
Okay,
I kind of don't want to tell him where I live.
Bobby. I don't know the address, but if you go down this road,
I'll just blindfold him. I'll pick him up from the station
Please do.
and like there'll be no addresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just smells.
Yeah.
You're like,
Can you like
We're
whack
near
him over the head
McDonald's.
with a shoe as well, just like Dwight does to Michael Scott? That'd be great.
okay, last thing. Oh, well, Smitty Rowe got a nice finish from outside the box. That's 3 in a row for him.
Yeah. Just
3
kicking
games
me
in
in
a
the
row.
nuts again
He's
after dropping
killing
him.
you, yeah.
Fuck's
Dude,
sake.
I fucking drafted him. I was like, oh, that's a good draft.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed.
Really low XG for him that game as well. 0.10.
Wow.
And you had Alba with 0.87, so poor return from Alba.
Incredible.
Okay, let's predict this one. Liverpool.
I'm going a sneaky draw, guys. Liverpool are wounded,
They are wounded.
but it is Anfield.
And the defense isn't wounded.
Yeah. Okay.
We didn't even fucking say anything about Trent's goal.
Yeah, that was nice.
Sorry, shout out. What a goal.
Can I tell you something really funny?
Yeah.
It better be funny.
I was watching it on replay the next morning, got up to make myself a coffee. We're setting up for a free kick. We never fucking score free kicks.
Thought Trent scores them.
No, hasn't scored one in so long.
Oh, really?
I'll have to look it up when. I don't know off the top of my head, but it's like we never score free kicks.
This isn't very funny.
So I start getting up to go make my coffee, and I'm like listening to it in the background, and I was like just waiting for the and see this, and he's got like, you got to be fucking kidding me! The one time I walk away this game, I'm like, this is a guaranteed good break for me to make a coffee and listen to it in the background.
Yeah, and then
And he
Trent's
fucking
there.
puts that in.
I always watch a free kick. Oh, I can't look away from a free kick or a corner.
I was that confident he was not going to score the free kick.
Wow, you got to start backing your team, boy.
Mate, it's just tiring, you know?
Okay, let's get. Do we predict this?
No, we were discussing Anfield factor. I got to switch back to Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm going live. Okay, let's talk City, Everton. City won 2-0 against United. Obviously had a lot of fucking touches, a lot of passes. Everton, yeah, 0-0. They're a wounded beast too, I think. And there's only one injury. Oh, there's 2 injuries really, but Doucouré is the one that they're feeling.
They've gone, yeah.
We've been saying this a couple of weeks in a row. But yeah, City, looking good. Cancelo looking like a really fucking good option. I think he's... can someone tell me if he's the top scoring defender right now? I think
Who,
would be.
Cancelo?
Yeah.
very, very good from him. Assist there. 2 assists. Clean sheets.
Yeah, he's the top scorer.
Foden off the post. Oh, man.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was killing me there, baby.
Yeah, and look, obviously they got a great result, but I didn't think City were at their best. I think the first half they played really well, but the second they were just, controlling the game and stuff. I think they kind of let their steam off a bit.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess
think
so.
they could have buried them. I'm
Yeah,
surprised they
I was
didn't.
really surprised that the second half it was just more like just passing it around. It was just like training ground for them.
Yeah,
Maybe they were just trying to really embarrass him.
maybe just rest, man.
I like it.
Yeah,
Just take it easy, boys.
yeah,
They're not
Take
really
it
coming with us.
easy.
Let's play keep away from Ronnie.
yeah.
So yeah, okay, like that's kind of classic from City.
It was.
Let's talk about Everton. No goals, really not looking great.
No.
Have you dropped all your Everton assets?
Yeah, I have. I didn't really own. I only owned Ding. I drafted him, but I actually traded him about a month ago. So
Yeah,
I dropped Townsend this week.
yeah. And what about Decore?
I dropped him as soon as he got injured.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I had both, and then I kept Townsend just in case to see how it goes. And now the form's shown that
Yeah.
I'm happy to drop. So
So what are you thinking about DCL as a owner, Whitey?
I don't know. I was looking at my strikers like, oh, how good are my strikers this year? And then it's been terrible. They've been like DCL started well, Ingsy started well, fucking Tony's done nothing. But yeah, DCL, like he's due back 28th. He could give them something else because they've really not had anything like in the striker position. Like with him and Richarlison, at least they won't be as reliant on their defense because they'll have more attacking wise. So I'm holding out some hope that he'll make a difference.
Yeah, and it's just not a great fixture for Everton assets going into this game.
No, definitely not. I think we'll be seeing a City win. I think we should probably leave that into our prediction.
Yeah, I'm just going to go City, guys.
Yeah, City for me. And let's move on. Tottenham versus Leeds is our last game this week. Yeah, Tottenham drew 0-0 against Everton. Yeah, meh. And then Leeds drew 1-1 against Leicester. Bit of a flat finish to the pod this week. But there is at least a little bit to talk about with Tottenham, I think.
Yeah, so I actually picked up Lucas Moura after seeing their Europa League game, and I saw that he got the start, and he looked really, really good in that fixture. And it was kind of one of those things where I kind of wanted to pick him up before he went well, just in case, because then I'd never be able to get him being up the top of the ladder. So, and it looks like, they might be playing that three up top with Kane, Son, and Lucas Moura, with two holding defenders, and then the midfielders, and then the wing-back system.
Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, as we said before, wing-backs are amazing assets if in a Conte squad. But yeah, that last position was the one we were worried about with that Moura's filled.
Yeah, we didn't know if it was going to be, Ali more of a playmaker or if he was going to try and stretch it out wide. But,
We'll see, though, because it's not like that they've been getting results. So I wouldn't be fully relying on that. But
we need more data.
We need more data.
Yeah.
We need more games.
And then the other shout that we wanted to talk about was that other wing-back spot, which looks like Emerson Royale got it.
Yeah, but nothing's got
No.
just yet. And I mean, he got subbed off in this game for Doherty. Doherty only got 14 minutes, but still, it shows maybe some unhappiness from Conte about Emerson's performance. And I saw him, I think, miss a header at the back post in that game. So, yet again, new manager, nothing's tied on. Take risks, see what happens.
And I think Kane's had an amazing international break, by the way.
Yeah,
He's been banging in goals.
I mean, against potentially the worst team in the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, how many goals did he get over the international break?
Well, he scored a hattie the game before this one, and then they scored 10 goals this morning against, what was it, San Marino or some shit.
How many goals did Kane actually get, though,
I think he
in that
scored
game?
4.
4.
So he scored 7 goals over the international break. He knows where it is now.
Yeah.
He definitely knows where it is.
Yeah, I think he already knew, but maybe he's just getting reminded.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for sure.
Really excited for this fixture for Tottenham owners, assets.
I think, just as you were saying there before, like you started talking about Emerson Royale, for example, the defence is the shout, I think.
Yeah.
For the next run, they have the best run of fixtures defensive-wise.
They really
Leeds,
do, don't
Burnley,
they?
Brentford, Norwich, Brighton.
If you've got a spot and, they've got the pickups, do it.
I think you've got to be, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk Leeds. Not much to say here. Rafinha. Was a nice free kick.
Yeah, he keeps finding ways to score.
I know.
He got lucky it went all the way through.
Again.
But he's just the only guy that looks like doing anything this year. It's just weird. Is it just me, or does Beastler just look not up for it this year?
He hasn't been the same, has he?
No, he was such a fiery character last year, and he was just like, everyone was always talking about him, and Pep was talking about what a great manager he was, and
he needs to kick some more water bottles, I reckon.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs to sit on some coffee again, just to
Did he do
fire
that?
him up.
Yeah. Did he sit on a coffee?
Because he sits on his little esky. He had a coffee there or tea or something, and he sat on it.
Oh my God, classic.
So funny.
I was sitting watching, the post-match interview, the Leeds one. My partner was sitting there next to me, and we're just like, he's like got the translator, and she's like, "What's the deal with that guy?" And I'm like, "He doesn't know English. He's been in England for like 4 years." And she's like, How does he talk to the players?" I'm like, well, most of the players are probably Spanish. And he's got that little guy running around with him shouting shit. I love that the way that his interpreter like matches his like energy.
Yeah.
So like if he's like somber and like they lost, he's all like, we lost the game and I'm really sad. But when they're happy, he's like, yeah. I mean, I guess that's part of his job, but it's funny part.
Yeah. Do you think in training he's got like a little microphone that goes back to the little interpreter, and the interpreter's got a megaphone on the side of the
Definitely.
pitch just so he can just yell?
Dude, I reckon he's a tyrant. I reckon he just channels Beastler. Yeah. It'd be a very funny dynamic.
The voice.
Let's get back to fantasy, boys.
So
it's the end of the pod. We can be liberal with our chat.
Yeah, there's no other assets that we're talking about for Leeds at the moment. They just really haven't showed us anything.
I'm surprised you dropped Rodrigo.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where I really like the look of Wood going forward, and I wanted to grab him.
Rodrigo, 5 shots, 2 on target.
Yeah,
this game.
I was sweating a few.
Yeah, I bet you were.
But look, it was more of a long-term decision for me. I just wasn't really happy with my strikers, and I was just filling in the gaps. And I saw that Wood had a bit of form and available, and I thought I should jump on him. Burnley kind of have impressed me.
Fair enough. Would you think it'd be crazy for other people to have Rodrigo right now?
If you've got a swinging forward, I don't know, what are their fixtures like? Because I thought it was kind of just a short-term solution for me.
Tottenham, Brighton, Palace, Brentford.
I don't love it.
Don't love it.
No.
Last season I would.
Last season I really would have.
But I think deeper leagues, if you needing someone who's playing every week, is creating chances.
That's true.
They're not the most informed team, but
because I'm not in a good place.
Even if you just get something to band-aid you for a while,
Yeah.
Even if you don't start him, someone coming off your bench that's might have played.
Yeah.
But it's just Leeds. Like, they haven't impressed me. And I picked him up for the Norwich fixture. That's all I do.
I know. I'm more just looking at, like, he's still getting shots.
Yeah, and Bamford's still definitely out, so he'll be getting the minutes. So, yeah, I mean, he's definitely a shout.
Deeper, but we're not saying, hot or anything.
He's got a good haircut as well.
Stop dragging it out. All right. That's the end. This is the end. Oh, no, we haven't predicted.
Yeah, I'm going Tottenham.
I'm going Tottenham.
I'd say draw.
Or the Conte effect's going to happen.
Yeah.
Kane just scored 10 goals. He's got to score at least 1 or maybe 2.
Well, Leeds probably playing as badly as one of those poor countries, so...
And
who
it
knows?
was...
True.
Jeez,
that's a bit rough.
Not just the poor country, because they, are not very good at football. Not poor financially.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying.
Now, did we have nothing this week from the fans? Nothing.
We had a few things, but I'm just like, I'm lucky I'm here.
Oh, Miles dropped the ball. Okay. So for those out there who messaged Miles and expected us to talk about it and is still listening, waiting for us to talk about your thing, you know who to blame.
Keep him mean, keep him keen.
And on that note, let's wrap this one up. Don't forget to hit us up, as we're saying. Next week we will talk about what you
definitely
you message in. Miles will be much better. But hit us up on FPL Draft Boyz, Twitter, Insta, and in the Discord. Hito's always in there. He loves it in there.
Very deep in it, boys.
Too deep. All right.